The racing action with the Bandit Big Rig Series started off with a few heat races, and it wouldn't be long before we got to our first caution, where in the first heat race the 29 of Joey Seaman spun out. We then went back green flag racing, and it would be the 3 of Alan Bowles leading off the field. But then a few laps later, in comes the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan. Watch as he enters turn 3. He's hard on the brakes. He's trying to hold on, trying to take the lead. But he can't quite make the pass just yet. But he is still on the 3 of Alan Bowles. Then a few laps later, he goes to the outside, comes across the start-finish line, and with a few laps to go, he ends up taking the lead. Alan Bowles tries to hold on, tries to get the lead back, but it wouldn't be enough as the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan would then come around to take the checkered flag, winning the first heat race of the day, with Alan Bowles finishing in second. The next heat race, we saw the 14 of Ricky Rude alongside Justin Ball in the 17. Ricky Rude would get the advantage on the first lap. Then we had our first caution in the second heat when Craig Kruckenberg hit the inside wall. Going back green flag racing, Ricky Rude had firm control of his lead again. And in the closing laps, the main battle was between the 88 of Mike Morgan and the 16 of Tommy Ballou for third. But at the end of the day, it would be Ricky Rude taking the checkered flag, with Justin Ball finishing in second and Mike Morgan finishing in third. After that, it was time for our Challenger heat races. The first one saw the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan once again dominating. Running in second was the 17 of Justin Ball, who was giving it everything he had, but it would not be enough as Chris Kinkelhan would go on to be victorious. The second heat race started off with the 3 of Alan Bowles side by side with the 14 of Ricky Rude. Eventually, Ricky Rude was able to get the advantage, and Alan Bowles was passed by the 88 of Mike Morgan for second, and then the 16 of Tommy Ballou for third. And once again, Tommy Ballou and Mike Morgan would battle side by side for a position. As they came off turn number 4, Tommy Ballou was on the inside, and he was able to get the advantage on Mike Morgan as they crossed the start-finish line, and Tommy Ballou would take second place. But at the end of the day, it would be the 14 of Ricky Rude taking home the checkered flag with Tommy Ballou second, and third place going to Mike Morgan in the 88. The final race of the Bandit Big Rig Series was the main event 25-lapper. Off the start, the 7 of Jonathan Lisby was in firm control of his lead as everybody was jockeying for position. Then a little while later, out of nowhere, the 3 of Alan Bowles comes flying past Jonathan Lisby, and he is able to take the lead. And then we had a pass for second place when the 88 of Mike Morgan passed Jonathan Lisenby for the second place spot. Jonathan Lisenby would also get passed by several more trucks as he fell back a few more spots. Then a few laps later came the highlight of the night. Watch right here, keep your eyes on the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan. He's there on the outside trying to make a pass. He's still there on the outside, and then BAM! Right into the wall, but he doesn't hit the brakes. He's got the pedal to the metal. He doesn't back down. He just goes full throttle, stays in it. Look at the smoke on the back of that truck. He stays in it. Oh my! Chris Kinkelhan definitely proved that night that he is the Tom Meents of the Bandit Big Rig Series. Watching on board, look how he hits that wall, but he doesn't back down. And then watch right here, he's right behind the 27 of Darren Profit. Darren gets loose, the 01, he hits the brakes, but he stays in it. He's right there with him. Oh man, Chris Kinkelhan was putting on a show, and he was even flat tracking it coming off turn 4 right here. Man, oh man, was he driving the wheels off that truck. And then the 27 had a problem, and his day was done. But then watch right here. Watch on board and take a listen to this. Bam goes the tire. And that was it for the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan. Then the 01 lost a tire. The tire rolls completely off. I'll tell you this, Chris Kinkelhan might not have won the race, but he won the hearts of fans at Montgomery Motor Speedway. We went back green flag racing with the 3 leading off the field, but then came the 88 of Mike Morgan side by side. It was a side-by-side battle for the lead with the 14 of Ricky Rude right behind them. Side by side, they battled to the lead, but eventually Alan Bowles was able to get the advantage. But Ricky Rude and Mike Morgan were not giving up just yet. But then eventually Ricky Rude was able to get the second place position. He was now setting his eyes set on the 3 of Alan Bowles for the lead. They battled side by side, and eventually it would be Ricky Rude taking the lead from Alan Bowles in the number 3. Alan Bowles tries to hold on, but Ricky Rude is able to take the lead from him. And watch what happens on the last lap. The white flag is out. Ricky Rude has firm control of his lead. But the main question is, who's going to finish 3rd, who's going to finish 4th, and who's going to finish 5th? The 17 of Justin Ball gets right to the back bumper of Mike Morgan, but because of that, he falls back and loses a spot to Tommy Ballou. Tommy Ballou is trying to drive it in there to get the 3rd place spot. Ricky Rude takes the checkered flag. 2nd place goes to Alan Bowles, and 3rd place, Mike Morgan. Capping off an unbelievable night at Montgomery Motor Speedway. Wow!